Some interesting bills are making their way through Oregon's legislature right now. One would allow motorcycle riders to ride in between cars on the freeway when traffic is slowed down to a crawl. It's called lane splitting, or it's sometimes known as lane filtering. It's when a motorcycle rides along the line in between the lanes of traffic and moves around cars. Motorcycle riders have been trying to get it legalized for years. 2 years ago, they got really close. A bill to legalize lane splitting passed the legislature with bipartisan support, but former Oregon Governor Kate Brown said, no. She was not convinced that it was safe and vetoed the bill. But now we have a new governor and some new lawmakers, so supporters are at it again. Senate Bill 422 would allow lane splitting for motorcycles, but only under certain conditions. It's only on the freeway and only when traffic is slowed down, going less than 10 miles an hour. And in order to drive around the cars, the motorcycles themselves would not be allowed to go more than 10 miles an hour. Motorcycle riders say it is safer for them than trying to get a bike through stop-and-go traffic, and that being able to get out of the way quickly can keep them from ending up in the middle of a crash. Hundreds of people have submitted testimony to lawmakers overwhelmingly in support of the measure. But among the opposition, there's some pretty big names basically warning that you could get killed doing this. The Portland Bureau of Transportation says they oppose lane splitting because they think it's dangerous. They wrote, "We continue to see motorcyclists disproportionately killed in traffic crashes. Over the past 5 years, 46 motorcyclists have died in Portland, accounting for 17% of all traffic fatalities in that time. While the lane splitting parameters in SB 422 are narrow, we're concerned that the practice of lane splitting would spill onto city streets." AAA also filed testimony against the bill, writing that they're concerned about inexperienced riders trying to lane split, not enough space between vehicles, unpredictable traffic, and lane splitting while under the influence. And they think it'll be dangerous for law enforcement to try and enforce the rules. AAA also says the number of motorcycle riders killed in Oregon has been growing in the past 5 years, with, get this, 95 people killed last year alone on motorcycles. Motorcycle lane splitting is broadly legal in California and legal in Utah, Arizona, and Montana under specific circumstances.
Do what you love, do it safely, and do it with purpose.